Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to fucking Season 2, baby. Season 2 We Sell Dirt is here. This is it. This is us. We're in Season 2. We definitely did this intentionally.
We definitely did come up with this on the spot, motherfucker. It's been in the works for a long time. Since the beginning of We Sell Dirt, we've been thinking of Season 2
Bigger,
immediately.
Dirtier, better.
Dude. I mean, granted, I'm looking fresh today. You know, I'm looking pretty hot with my nice little sweater. But
this little polo.
But you know, we're gonna get hot and dirty, guys. I just want to say sorry for the long hiatus. Life and shit has gotten in the way with me and Randy. But
these things happen, and now you have Season 2, baby.
Season 2, a good way to start off the year. I am a teacher. Thanks, Dad, for letting us all know I am a teacher now. I'm a substitute. I work at one of the middle schools in my town. There's 2 of them. I'll let whoever lives in this town figure that out. I mean, they already know because they're friends with me. But to everybody else, I
am working as a substitute teacher. So it's, that's the thing.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. You know, I've been working with JJ on things with his Sinister Sheep and Black Hudson channel. Been working on my own channel. Just released a new video as of this recording today. As we're recording this February 1st, I released a new video. And I'll be doing that monthly on my channel. But I'll also be focusing on We Sell Dirt. So We Sell Dirt, my channel, Black Hudson. Randy's got shit probably.
It's coming soon.
Randy's probably got something coming out.
I got plans.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
But yeah,
Something's coming.
We're not gonna promise anything right now because we need to discuss that. Obviously, I would love to discuss that with Randy. What our future plans are with this channel to continue forward. But as of right now, you got yourself a good old tasty We Sell Dirt podcast to hold you over until we tell you what's going on. Or we don't, because fuck you, we want to give you surprises.
Peter works like 19 hours a day and sleeps for 2, and then the rest is for Destiny.
Not even, it's Pokemon right now. It's literally the new Pokemon game. Straight up, while I was waiting for you setting up, I had my Switch right here. I was playing the Pokemon game. It's a lot of fun. But
my roommate got it, and I was watching. I'm like, this is what Pokemon was always supposed to be.
You know what? Actually, though, like legit, it's such a good game.
This is amazing. This is if you asked kids in the 90s what would future Pokemon games look like, they would describe this game. Until you realize that they're still doing turn-based combat. What the fuck?
Here's the thing. They've literally like fixed a lot of the issues with the turn-based combat that I am so happy about.
But it doesn't make any sense anymore.
No, it does. It does. When you use hypnosis, you no longer fall asleep, which is amazing. You just get drowsy. So it works just like paralysis, where like sometimes you'll not attack and other times you will.
Peter, you not understand? It's an open world game, right? You can run around. You literally get chased by these Pokemon, and then you throw out your own, and then they just like stand there. Just like, okay, I guess it's not my turn to attack yet.
Well,
fucking idiot.
It's also like if you use a certain move, you're actually slower. So like for example, just right, I use there's like you could use a thing called strong style. If you use strong style, you're using more of your energy, so you can gamble using more power. But if the Pokemon survives that you're fighting, they now have an extra turn to fight you.
It's nonsense. Anyway.
And then super effective moves no longer are one-hit kills for the most part. They're at least like they bring them down really low, but unless like you're over leveled, they'll die. But if you're on a fair playing field, it's still a war of attrition. And that's a lot of fun for me because it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna kill this thing, I'm done, bye. It's other shit. Yeah, it's Randy, Joe. Randy's back. You know why? Because it's Season 2 of We Sell Dirt,
Who's
motherfucker.
there?
It's my brother Joe. You want to show yourself on the cam for the people? No, for
Joey,
the people.
I can just see
For
a
the
tum
people.
tum. Oh, there he is.
For the people, guys, special
Golly.
guests.
Joe's YouTube channel is actually coming out soon. It's gonna be, Joe Interrupts. It's where he just goes.
Just shows up and
He just shows up in random other videos. Mr. Beast is up after us. He's
Yo, I
just
actually applied for a job with them.
Really?
Straight up. Yeah,
As what, like
a video editor.
professional give money to homeless guy?
Yeah. I think I did a good job. I wrote a bomb ass cover letter, bro, with my girlfriend. It was good, dude. And I was like, I think I might get this job, but we'll see. I have to get a call. But yeah, that's with me. You know, I'm now at the schools, and I'm still at that bum ass job, shop break. But terrible ass job. We've been breaking the van so much that the transmission just isn't
you
working.
doing fucking donuts in it?
Like, I don't know if Mike told you, but he got stuck in like a little piece of ice.
Oh my god.
He got stuck in a little piece of snow and he couldn't move the van.
Mike does some shit that we can't even talk about on the podcast with that van.
He's told me. He's told me what he's done with the van. It is the funniest shit in the world,
Just
man.
straight
So
all
funny.
day with the van.
So funny, bro. I was like, yo, I should start doing this more. But I'm no longer a driver, which is great. That was like the worst. It's the best and worst thing about working at that job. But Randy, what have you been up to lately, my friend?
I've been up to three things. That's losing money in the crypto market.
Oh, we all are. We all
Yeah.
are. We all are.
Fucking having panic attacks because this is my last semester and I feel woefully unprepared for the future.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And I've been playing Civ 6.
I saw that. Wait, watching you on Discord, I was like, he's playing Civ? He went from AFK farming Minecraft to AFK farming Civ? I love to see it. You love
It's
to see
not
it, bro.
AFK. I'm just playing it for like 8 hours a day. I fucking get home
Bro,
from
you
school.
turned into me with Destiny, bro. That's your Destiny 2.
Oh,
That's your
it's
Destiny
bad.
2.
I can't play it for less than like 4 hours at a time.
Dude,
If
that's...
it's open, it's going for at least 4 hours.
Yo, but those are long RTS games, right? Like, there's so much to it.
Oh my god, I like literally one game lasts like 3 days. It's insane.
Like, and you save, or like you have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
leave it on? Okay. Because I've never played Civ. I mean, I've played other RTSs like Age of Empires, and like all those Age of Mythology, all those RTSs. But I've never played Civ 6. Our mutual friend John, he used to be a big fan of Civ 6, and my friend Patrick Cherry, he wanted us to play, but I never played. So I heard it was just a long, complicated game that I just wasn't interested in.
Let me give you perspective, right? So this current game that I'm playing right now, right? I've been playing probably like 12 hours worth of like gameplay. Like me sitting here actively playing it for like 12 hours. I'm on round 320 out of 500. Like I'm 3/5 of the way through the actual game. That's how fucking long these games are. I've been playing for 12 hours and I'm still not even done.
Bro, I literally play like story games that are that long. And at least they end eventually.
It doesn't.
You know, what did I just play? What the fuck did I just play recently? I've been playing because I got Xbox Game Pass. Halo Infinite. I played that. The campaign. That campaign's like 20 hours. It felt great.
Grinding.
But I can't imagine sitting in the same like game. Like not like Halo or something where like the levels change. This is just the exact same game.
See, the thing
Hours.
is, like, what gets me
12.
is you're always, like, real close to something. There's always, like,
Okay.
something that you just need, like, a couple more turns for.
Okay.
It's always like, 10 more turns, then I get this, or 5 more turns, and then I get this, and then I can do this. And just like moving shit across the map takes like 20 turns. It's fucking insane. It's just so much. I've been playing too much of it. I told my brother, and he's like, dude, I know people who dropped out of college because they were playing too much Civ.
Civ, World of Warcraft, bro. Those are games that are killer. You know, I thought Destiny was a killer, but this is evil.
This might be what ends my college career.
Your senior year too, bro.
Senior year, last semester.
Have you actually been having effects in your class because of the game? I mean, it just started. I don't know how have you started. When did you start playing?
Oh, I started like a couple days ago. So I'm just
okay. So you don't know yet.
The last couple days.
You don't know yet, but
too crazy.
You don't know what it's gonna do to your grades, but you know it's a problem. Like you already can see it. You can already see it.
There's been times where I've stayed up a little too late because I'm like, just a little longer, and then it's 2 a.m. on a Monday night.
And like, okay, there you go. Yeah, on a Monday night, you got. No, that's how I feel right now. Like last night, I was playing Arceus until midnight, and I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to school, and I hate it, bro. I like the job though. It's a nice easy gig, and the kids are a lot of fun. But
all right, what's the new thing in like middle schools? So there was like silly bands was like a big thing.
TikToks.
TikTok.
Kids are TikToking in class, bro.
But they don't have like fidget spinner 2.0s or fucking.
Their phones, their lap, because they're literally
just
like
vaping. Is that it? They just vaping.
Maybe in the bathroom. It was so funny. I was subbing for one class, right? And there was a group of friends. There were 3 girls, and one of them said, "Hey, can I use the bathroom?" And I was like, "Sure." You got to sign out on the computer now to sign out. So she does that, but the other 2 friends just go with her. They didn't ask me. And I was like, "What?"
Huh?
And so whatever. I'm
That's
just
her
sitting
boss.
there. I'm just
Rachel
sitting.
and the
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there in the class, and another girl from a different table comes up to me and is like, "Hey, Mr. Fernandez, can I go to the bathroom?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead, just sign out." So she signs out, and the people at her table are like the relative, like they just do the work and they just sit there and then they just
dorks.
Not really.
Nerds.
I wouldn't call them the dorks or the nerds, right? Come on.
To be fair,
Come
everybody in middle school is just dorks. There's no cool middle schooler.
No. They're all
You're just comparatively less
They're all gonna
ugly and shitty.
I think it was Jenny, my girlfriend, who said like, "Peter, they're gonna regret what they're doing in like 3 years."
Oh, they all hate themselves. Right?
Yeah, they're gonna regret it.
They're all currently the worst versions of themselves.
Yeah. And then some of them will do good. Some of them might not. I don't know. It depends. Like I was talking to one kid, and I'll get to that kid in a minute. But in this story, it's only been 1 week, by the way, and I've been teaching 7th graders.
Okay.
And I've had the same group of 7th graders so far now for a week and 2 days. The same group. So they all know me, and I know most of them.
What the fuck is the teacher doing?
It's just multiple teachers for different classes. So last week I taught science. I was in the science class, so now this week I'm in math. But it's also 7th grade.
You don't actually teach anything.
This week I've been teaching actually, like, because they also have 2 other aides in the class, so they've been taking the teacher's lesson plan and teaching the kids. And because I'm bored out of my fucking mind, I'm sitting there doing the math problems out with the kids, and then I go around and I help them when they don't get it. Because to me, it's like stupid baby math. I'm literally like, wow, this is so fun. I went to a kid and I said, "I'm not even messing with you. I actually had a lot of fun doing this math." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm so bored. You guys gotta understand, I'm on my computer, like, looking for other jobs, watching YouTube videos, like, just sitting there waiting for the period to end, because at the end of the day, I still make money." What
kind of math? What are they even doing in middle school?
Like percentages right now? Like, it's not even like it's literally just called math.
Oh, they're not even in algebra yet, are they?
There's only one class of 8th graders, or a couple classes of 8th graders that are in like pre-algebra right now.
Jesus Christ! They're the fucking cream of the crop And
They're
you
the
guys are fucking
yeah.
morons. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's well, that's the what is it? Because like, what are they? Oh no, they teach algebra. They have classes for algebra. Because you went to. No, I won't say which one. I'll ask you later. But there's like when I was in middle school, they had like the whole fucking. And probably when you were in middle school, so you're only a fucking year younger than me. They had like in 6th grade, they had like this math test you had to take. And if you did really well on the math test, they'll like advance you into a more advanced class.
And if you did poorly, it ruined your entire life.
You just stick
According
with the
to your
regular,
parents.
yeah. And I think they learned algebra, or pre-algebra is 7th grade, and then algebra 8th grade, and then they learn geometry when they go to high school. That's where they start. So like they're a year ahead.
Too in high school.
Yeah, they're a year ahead, whereas if you don't do well, which I didn't, you're in the normal class. But I was just they're learning percentages and like what's like 50% of 25 or something like that, or some shit like that. And they have to like convert it. They have to convert it into decimals and like. I wish I was kidding. Like sometimes like they have a lot of them are having issues with like converting it into a decimal, and I would help them. I wasn't gonna call them.
And
I
they
wasn't
can't
gonna
use
call them stupid.
calculators, obviously.
No, they strongly recommend calculators.
Oh, what's the fucking problem?
They don't want them to do like 50% times like 40 or something, right? They want them to make it into a decimal first and then do the multiplication.
Okay.
Which to you and me, baby shit.
It's
Shit.
0.5.
Yeah, baby shit.
It's easy.
But some of these kids, it's
move
not
the
easy.
decimal point.
Some of these kids, it's not easy. Like it was like one of the ones that was bringing up a lot of students was 6.5%. They'd only moved the decimal once.
So why didn't you just like go up on the board and be like, "Yo, guys, it's
No,
literally
we did.
Did you?
We did for multiple classes.
And they did.
I'm like, guys, it's on the board, and then even the teacher had it written out like an example problem on the worksheet.
You just move it twice.
No matter where
Just
the
always
decimal
move it
starts.
twice. That's
No matter
it.
where the decimal starts.
What?
And some of them just didn't understand that. Dude, to us it sounds crazy, but like I'm thinking back to like middle school me. Granted, I don't think I had that problem because I was pretty good at math until I went to college. College is where it really I for some reason forgot how to do math.
Right.
But in middle school and high school, I was pretty good at math. I got a math award my fucking 8th grade year, bro.
Fucking Chad at math.
What can I say? I'm pretty good, bro. I'm pretty good. But like I don't know. Like you also gotta understand the teacher's not there. The teacher's not there to teach them. Like I even said because the 2 teachers' aides today were like, hey, we can't show up for the first period today, which didn't learn the lesson from yesterday. But you were in those lessons for 3 periods. How about you go ahead and teach them? I was like,
You're like,
all right, well, whatever. I mean,
I'm
whatever.
22, but that's fine.
Whatever. I go into the class and the first thing I say is like, hey guys, we're gonna do instead of the usual go to Google Classroom and then do whatever you want. I'm gonna teach you guys some math today. I don't think I'm qualified to, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And they all just laughed. They're all
That's
like,
what your taxes paid for, baby.
And I taught them, and then like most of them didn't get it. And I was like, I think I did. I don't think I did a bad job teaching them. Like I just followed what the other teachers did from the other classes. Maybe I was a little too fast or something, but when it came to individually helping a student, I was way better with that stuff.
Right.
Because they ask questions. Like some good kids, would ask
I don't know.
questions.
I feel like and maybe that's just like me understanding it now, but I feel like going back, I could be like a way better teacher than all my teachers were. Because like literally teachers don't explain why you're doing things. They're just like, this is how you do it.
No, like
Okay.
it was so like I'm literally sitting there when they're learning about percentages and stuff, and I'm like, they don't need to know this.
They kind of do.
They don't need to make it a decimal. You could just look online. What's 50% of 25?
All right. Yeah, but all right. No. Okay. No. They do need to know. That's very basic shit. That's like you got to be able to do that just to understand how much money you make.
Yeah,
You're getting taxed. That's actually percentages is the most important thing because that's how you do your fucking taxes.
Well, you just look it up online. What do you need to do? I to me, and seeing it as it's only been a week, so obviously it's very limited, the knowledge that I have here. But for most of all of last week, all I did was just tell students, go to Google Classroom, do your work, and then you can just go on your phone or watch YouTube on the computer. I don't care.
Beef with each other on TikTok.
Kids that were actually doing the work were done in 10 minutes. And the classes are an hour long. They have one class an hour and a half. You're gonna give kids in an hour and a half class 10 minutes of work?
That's Common Core, baby. I'm
like, what a waste of time for me as a sub, for the students, and obviously I get a little more perspective because my girlfriend's a teacher, but she's like, yeah, I don't want to do more work outside of school. I don't want to give my kids too much work because then I have to grade it.
Right.
I'd rather be in the class and put myself in that situation than give these kids an hour's worth of busy work for me to just give them 100 for just doing it. It's a waste.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
It's a waste of time for them too.
Why don't you teach them shit? Just be like, hey guys, you want to learn how to code?
Yeah, you were saying that over text. You were saying I should teach them shit. This week I can't because once again I got those teachers' aides. But if I have a lot more easier classes, if kids are interested, I might. And I even asked Jenny.
Done, I can teach you how to edit videos.
I could be you guys want to learn something different than what you're learning? I know some things from college.
I know a couple things.
I could teach you guys about the YouTube algorithm or something. I could teach you guys Destiny lore. I could teach you.
I got a lot of wisdom on you, boys and girls.
Some kids were into anime, so I spent some time talking to those kids about anime and the stuff I watched. Some of these kids are so blown away by the fact they're also 22.
How old do they think? They probably think you're 37. They see the beard and they're like, you're so old.
Once because there was one kid, he was playing Fortnite on his computer. These kids are fucking whizzes too, dude. They're like, oh, we can't. The school blocks sites, but we're not dumb. We'll just use a free VPN, dumbasses.
Oh
and then they just use VPNs to go on all these sites.
They're
playing FNAF.
VPNs in middle school.
Yeah, dude. They're playing FNAF. They're playing Fortnite, Roblox. There was a whole table that was just playing Roblox. Phones and another, and then today,
the dude setting it up was like, "What the fuck's a VPN?"
No, that's what I was talking to one of the. They're called paraprofessionals, the people that work with special needs kids and ESL kids. I was like, it's funny because no offense to you, because she was in her 50s. I was like, no offense to you, but I understand what they're saying.
Right.
I understand what they do. That's why there's a kind of quote unquote respect between me and these kids. Because so there was this one kid. He just walks into class. Just walks in, dabbing people up, saying what's up. And I'm like, hey, who are you? He's like, oh, I'm so-and-so. I'm in your class. And I look, and he is in my class. I'm like, you want to let me know you're in the class? You're going to dab everybody else up, but you're not going to dab me up and say, hey, Mr. Fernandez, I'm here, by the way, if you don't want to mark me absent. He's like, oh, man, I'm sorry. Are you the sub? I'm like, nah, I just walked in here, just like you, dabbing everybody up.
I'm just chilling.
and he's like, oh, man, I'm sorry, Mr. Fernandez. I didn't mean that. And then he left. He left the class because he was actually in some sort of testing thing going on that day. He was skipping it for a little bit. And then he came back. And I was like, bro, look, even I was in middle school, high school, I didn't care about the sub. I was this in my interview too. I was like, no one respects the sub.
I'm
No one
aware
respects
that I'm
them.
the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, like I'm not an actual teacher. I have no real authority in your kids. I get it, but like, you gotta at least let me know you're here so I don't mark you absent. And he's like, nah, it's good. Like he was like, dude, you're pretty funny though. Like you're chill. Like why are you, like what the heck? Like why are you like messing with me? A teacher would have yelled at me if I just walked in. You were just trying to be funny. I was like, look, I was just messing with it. I was like, I'm just pulling your. I'm just busting your chops, man. Like I'm not gonna like rag on you for walking in our class because these kids aren't doing anything anyways. Like who cares?
You should have gone the other way. I knew you were gonna be the nice sub, but you should have been like the super hard ass sub. What are you doing? Where's your hall pass?
I didn't want to because
I gotta report you to the principal for being out with.
No. There was one group. There was one group of kids on Friday that were playing Logan Paul and Jake Paul music videos. I turned around to all of them and I said, I know not everybody's listening to this stuff and everyone's doing their work or doing other stuff, but I will write each and every single one of you up if I hear Jake Paul or Logan Paul one more time in this class. And they're like, you know Logan Paul, you know Jake Paul. I'm like, guys, I'm 22. I grew up with them. I
was
were
the
more...
first generation they fucked up.
Yeah, dude. I was 14 when they came out as the big boys. When I was 14, y'all were 2. Like, do you understand that? Like, you guys don't understand that you guys... I've been in this since I was 6 years old. Like,
I know what's happening.
Like, for real. I really do. But no, yeah, that kid who just walked in class, he's a good kid. Like I talked to him today in another class, and I was just telling him like, because he kept asking me questions about high school and college since it's very fresh in my mind, and I was just telling him like, yo, like I just did my work and I did well. Like I didn't get in trouble. I got to a good school. Did I squander my chances at school? Yeah, I did. I didn't do so well in engineering, but that's my fault. And like I was telling him, like, but you can also be like my friend who does really well in high school, only does 2 years of college, and is now working 2 years as a teacher, going for her master's now.
So you can either end up as a teacher or a substitute teacher. Which one do you want to be?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to be like me, who's trying to find out what he wants to do, or be like my girlfriend who's still trying to figure out what she wants to do, but at least has like an actual like career right now? Isn't worried that she can't, like she doesn't have a job. But even then, like, you're 21, like it's literally only 2/10 of your life.
Right.
There's so much more you could do. There's so many things. Like one teacher was telling me that her son went to school for engineering, but works for marketing.
Yeah.
Like you don't. Like that's especially right now, the beauty of just a lot of people are hiring, and as long as you have some sort of credentials, like they'll hire you like almost immediately. Yeah, got the job for me. They apparently, I got interview. I had 10 schools reach out to me to be their building sub, but the school that I'm with now, the middle school, they automatically hired me as soon as my application went through.
Damn, you got hired on the spot. They're like, what? You don't do drugs and you're willing to work?
Yeah.
Show up.
Yeah, they hired me on the spot, like, because my mom and my family, they know the administrators. So they were talking to one of the administrators' husbands, and they were like saying like, oh yeah, like if he can get into the Google Meet without an issue, like he's hired, because most of their job is doing technical stuff,
right?
Like getting on a Google link or doing that stuff, and like that's what I've been doing. Like the first day I was like, what am I supposed to do? But after that, like the lady at the front desk was like, oh, all of it's gonna be in a Google Doc. Like I usually send it at like 8:15, but you should be, but that's when you could come on in. But I still show up at like 7:15 because she's working on it, and I see my name already done. I go to where it's supposed to be, and I'm like, good. I'm gonna wait for the email. I have everything hooked up on like my tabs, I got the bell schedule.
You're all set
the
up.
day
You're
schedule,
in your
like
chair, waiting for the little peeps come.
oh yeah, I got the music in. I'm listening to like heavy metal to psych me up for.
Let's fucking
like
go.
it's really bad because some of these teachers just walk in sometimes to like say something, and like I got my little earbuds in, and I look at them like, oh, sorry, I was trying to focus.
I'm
like
getting
try
hyped up.
to get in the zone because it's also like I'm just waking up from 6 o'clock and I'm really really tired after like either a night of hanging out with people or playing on my Switch or computer because I'm a degenerate who loves playing video games. But I actually haven't played a lot these last week because like I said I've been working for 14 hours
Have
a
you
day.
started slamming coffee like an adult yet?
No, I don't think I ever will.
Today
Never worked for me.
I hit 2 cups today. I normally just do like 1 or none,
Mhm.
but today I was like, I gotta hit another one midday.
Oh
So
man,
I was
dude.
sleepy. I was like,
When I was driving, it was what the heck is this?
oh my god, Peter went into a K-hole.
Uh,
Oh no.
a
He's lost
K-hole?
time.
What?
A K-hole. It's when they do, if you do too much ketamine, you just like freeze in time.
Oh my god, dude, that ketamine stuff is too funny on Twitch, bro. I gotta get that copium ketamine shit.
That
It's so
fucking ketamine,
funny,
baby.
dude.
Got that horse tranquilizer. He frozen in time.
But what the fuck? What the fuck was I saying? God dang it! What am I fucking? Well, my parents texting me right now, bro. Oh no, yeah. I when I was working as a driver for ShopRite, I had to start drinking Bang because I was getting way too tired during the drives. Like I was literally like falling asleep at the wheel. I had to drink an energy drink, or else I would have like passed out real bad. And I even told Bruna. Yeah.
Can you pause real quick? I gotta grab
Mhm.
a charger. My fucking laptop's dying.
Oh my god.
Fucked up.
Randy, bro. Alright, well, Randy goes ahead and does that. Gets a charger for his fucking
Fucking
thing.
get out of here.
I just want to say to all those that are watching and have kept
Get
watching
outta
that
here.
we appreciate you. We thank you all for watching. This video is sponsored by Black Hudson Productions. They aren't paying anything, but I'm gonna promote them here. They're making fun comedy videos on their channel. Please go check it out. Link will be in the description. And also, I am releasing videos every month on my personal channel, Offline Studios. Link will also be in the description. I have a new video that just came out today as of the day of recording. It is about Destiny 2, a game that I haven't stopped talking about, but I stopped playing for 1 month. And let me just tell you, that month was worth it. It was good, and I'll explain to you. It explains everything in the video why I took a break. But yeah, please go check out both those channels, Black Hudson Productions and Offline Studios. And yeah, Randy, did I ever tell you that I took a month off of Destiny?
You took a whole month off?
Yeah, whole month.
Why? How did you take a month off? How did you stop your addiction for long enough?
So my girlfriend and me, we went. I think it was Halloween. On Halloween day, we went bowling with a couple of our friends in New Britain, and she said, if I beat you, you can't play Destiny for a month. Cause you know, I was talking shit. I was like, Dave, I want to beat you, bro. You're gonna lose. You're gonna
beat
lose,
your
bro.
ass.
You're never gonna beat me at bowling. I'm the bowl king, bro. And she's like, all right, sure. And then I said, if I win, you can't listen to K-pop for a week. I said K-pop entirely because I was like, Destiny 2, if I can't play Destiny, I'll play other games. But with her, she can't listen to any K-pop. So I said, let's shorten it down since it's all of K-pop a week, but with one video game a month.
If I win, you're not allowed to be happy for a month.
Yeah. She won by 1 point. it was 86, 87. The bowling numbers were short, but that's because I was really playing bad. Like gutter ball after gutter ball, and she's just bad at bowling.
You should have hit her with the best 2 out of 3.
Nah, dude, I couldn't
Double the
hit any
odds,
long.
best
I
2
was
out of
so
3.
I did that for another thing though. I did that for another thing that I can tell you about, which is something I've been doing recently. But so yeah, because of that, I uninstalled Destiny 2 from my PC, and I didn't touch it for a month. And boy howdy, was it eye-opening. There is grass outside that I didn't think existed.
You touched grass?
I know, bro. I licked it. I was so blown away by this thing that they call grass. And like, but for real, like, it changed a lot of things. Like, I was talking to my friends more. I was working on things. I was visiting my girlfriend more often. Like,
I was a better man. And then
I
that
really
1 month
was.
is up, and I went back right to Destiny as
No,
fast as I fucking could. I
thing.
kicked the fucking child over to get to the computer so I could play Destiny again.
No, bro. The craziest thing is I didn't.
Fuck
I
everything else.
don't play that much.
have to play Destiny.
I have to get back. Give me the ketamine, please.
Please.
But
I don't want to do this
I,
anymore.
I haven't played it. I mean, I play it, but I don't play it as crazy as I did. I'm just like, I mean, did I say it on the podcast already? I took 2 weeks off of the end of this month to play the new DLC to be raid ready day 1.
Oh my god.
I'm still working at my school job, but in terms of shop, I took those 2 weeks off.
How much does a substitute teacher job pay?
$150 a day, so I'm making $22 an hour.
Why are you still working at ShopRite?
401k.
Because you're not considered full time as a sub.
I am, but they don't offer a 401k until after a year of working.
Gotcha.
And right now with ShopRite, I got the 401k, and I could apply for the health benefits, but because I'm with my family, I don't need to. So
there's that.
So while I could go to other places with the job experience and the college experience to get those benefits more immediate, if I wanted to go to like another ShopRite type of job, I got as much as we've talked shit about ShopRite on this podcast, it's the easiest job in the world.
It's really a super fucking easy job.
It's the easiest gig you can ask for, and Night Crew even more so, because you have me as like one of the leaders, and then you have one of our other co-workers. Their name is Bruna, and we are the most chill, like quote unquote bosses you could ask for. Like, we let you listen to your music.
You don't give a fuck.
We don't care. We don't care. If like there's an issue, we roll with it. Whereas like Morning Crew,
cruise time.
We've said it so many times. Whereas Morning Crew is like they get a little too worked up over small things. But
oh my god, where's the fucking cucumber? You guys are like, hey,
oh
we lost
god,
like
that was
7 orders. You're like,
that
Day
was
Cruise
the funniest
problem.
conversation, man. I love that we've mentioned this before on the podcast, but it bears repeating. So funny that the entire department was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Who cares he lost a cucumber? They don't want it anyways.
Mike being
Mission
like,
accomplished.
why are you mad? You didn't want it anyways. It's gone. Problem solved.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up already.
That was so funny. Yo, you know what's funny though? And I've been meaning to ask you this. Everybody was listening to you, Randy. Where the fuck were you?
Oh, you see, what happened was, I stopped working at ShopRite.
You like officially like say Deb to Debbie like, nah, I'm not coming back like ever. Don't expect me to come back.
No, what happened was over the summer I told her, yeah, I'll probably come back over winter break, and then after that I'm done. And then she interpreted that as I'm done. So she like terminated me as an employee. So I hit her up when I got back from school. I'm like, hey Deb, I can start picking up shifts. And she's like,
so
okay.
you wanted to work.
I was, but what happened was she was like, okay, you have to fill out a rehire form, and for that I needed my social security card and something else. and I left that up at school. And that just little small inconvenience of having to
He was
drive
like-
like an hour
I
up
was
to
like,
school.
you know what? I don't need the money right now.
That's
It's
literally
not
what
worth
happened.
it.
I was
It's
like,
not
you know
worth
what?
it.
I'm gonna take this as a sign, and I'm just not going to work there
This winter,
anymore.
this winter rush ain't worth it. Ain't worth coming back.
I was like, fuck it. I guess
No.
I'm done then.
No, yeah, cause Randy, everybody was like, yo, Pete, you know if Randy's coming back? I'm like, I'm surprised he hasn't come back already. But like, no, good for you, man. Good for you. Because like I said, easiest job in the world is just organization-wise and some people-wise. Not everybody. Most people are actually very good that work there. But there are a few that just make it kind of like, come on, I can't walk in today. I don't want to work today. And then of course, like, I say it's easy, but at the same time, there's just too much bullshit to deal with that isn't on anyone's fault. It's just like that's just how the job is, and it's just like, bro, like people who don't label shit or don't locate. And we've gone on with ShopRite. You want to see that shit? This is season 2. Season 2 ShopRite. No more ShopRite. If ShopRite ever is brought up again in another podcast, we end the podcast there.
We're doing things better now. All right, so we're no longer just talking about our jobs. All right, that was just me and Peter. We had to do some catching up here, but now we're gonna talk about a Florida man. We're gonna talk about crypto for the next 25 minutes. So I got into yield farming recently.
Yield farming. Yo, did you buy a monkey yet? Are you part of a yacht club or whatever the hell they're called?
No, I'm not.
Yo,
you think I can afford an NFT?
Real quick, what are your thoughts on NFTs? I kind of want to know. With all the hype around them, all the bad publicity with them.
Yeah, so NFTs right now is like the computer before the internet was made. Like just kind of basically pointless. Like you can do some stuff, but it's really not.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a ton of versatility. It kind of just seems like a fad. We were like, this is not going to replace the typewriter. But once we get into that Ready Player One style world, where
The metaverse and stuff.
Everybody's living in fucking VR and shit, NFTs are actually going to be a thing. This is my prediction, because NFTs are going to be, what like virtual businesses look like. Specialty items, your car is going to be an NFT, your fucking, your outfits, those are NFTs now. They're going to be cheap. They're going to be cheaper. They're not going to be these crazy, super hyperinflated monkey pictures. But the technology is more than just some fucking, monkey nut number 37.
So, like, eyeball it with me. Like, dumb prediction
What?
time.
Eyeball?
Eyeball. Like, a
Spitball.
stupid, dumb... Spitball. Whatever. I don't care.
What?
Dude.
Eyeball?
Like...
Guys, that's the end of season.
That's the end of We Sell Dirt Forever, bro.
it.
Peter doesn't know how to
This
speak
motherfucker
English.
just said some wild shit. Anyways,
spitball with me. Spitball with me here. When do you think it's like going to be that future that you just said?
I'm gonna say Metaverse is gonna come out. It's gonna be somewhat disappointing. Similar to how Pokemon Go came out and people were like, this is kind of pointless. And then in like 3 years, they're gonna make enough updates to it where people are like, okay, this is actually kind of a thing. And then I'm gonna say,
so it's gonna be like a fucking like Fallout 76, fucking Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, it's gonna come
come
out,
out
people
like
will be like,
shit.
this is some bullshit, there's nothing to do. And then in like 3 years, they're gonna be like, wait, is the metaverse back? Are people doing the metaverse again? So I'm gonna say by like 2020. I'm gonna say by.
You think in this decade? It's
I'm
gonna
thinking 2028. And if anybody who owns a computer will own an NFT by 2028, of some form, they will own some form of NFT. If they regularly use a computer, that's my prediction.
Okay. Really, I will hold you to that, folks in the comments. I was gonna say folks. In
If
the
I'm
chat.
wrong, I will go into a K-hole live.
We'll post it live on Twitch.
Me
Except
doing
if
too
we
much
did that
ketamine.
Except we won't be banned for that until I say this cracker is on ketamine. Then
We'll
be
get
banned.
banned. See,
we'll
by
be
then,
banned.
ketamine will be legal. Is ketamine legal? I don't even fucking know.
I don't think so, but I'll look it up. But
By then, it will be. No, just kidding. Prison industry
nah.
makes too much money off of drug arrests, so it's not gonna be legal till like 2040.
yes, it is the first fucking thing I found on Justice.gov. Yes, it is illegal to abuse ketamine.
God damn.
You know, I used to be a big advocate for NFTs. You know, I think I talked on this podcast. I talked with JJ about it on his podcast. And to those that just know me in real life, I've talked my ear off about it. I was a big into that horse NFT, the horse racing one, the horse betting one.
Oh right, you were talking about that where you're like, oh, you'll
I
just
think-
do the breeding thing and all that.
I think stuff like that, which is kind of playing into the idea of the metaverse, is a lot more of an interesting aspect to NFTs. Trust me, there is obviously the environment bullshit about it, which is a serious issue. Like,
So right now, NFTs are money laundering.
money
just gonna throw
laundering
that out
and are accelerating global warming. That's literally
Yeah.
it.
It's bad. But what's going to happen is the network that they're on, which is mainly the Ethereum network. It's in its very, very early production, so it's not very efficient. But it's slowly, I think later this year, like the 2.0 version is coming out. And by like, you know, ETH 4.0, 5.0, it'll probably be less of an issue, or they'll be able to kind of counteract the environmental effects by making it more efficient on the network. Because there's already networks that exist that are more efficient. It's just Ethereum's so popular that they're not getting used as much.
Yeah, it's what Bitcoin used to be. Easier to get into.
Yeah.
And might possibly be as big as Bitcoin in the near future. But as of right now, it's not. Everything's dead in the water. A lot
as
of
of right
crypto's dead in the water.
now, anybody who's invested in crypto has lost like 40% of their portfolio.
Yeah, wait, let me check my Shiba coin, because like I
Don't.
haven't checked anything in a hot minute. Let me check my Shiba coin, bro. Because my Dogecoin is at 14 cents, which ain't bad. That's $1,400. But this fucking
I
this
had a
fucking
good amount of
Shiba coin.
Ethereum, and that went down. I lost like probably 30% on that.
How much is that, if you don't mind me asking?
I've got probably I think I have about $1,000 or $500 worth right now, because I have it. I'm doing a what's called it's called farming, which is where it's like providing liquidity on like an exchange, and it's pretty cool. It's basically if you're holding 2 coins and you go on like an exchange on, say, the Polygon network, that's what I'm doing, and you provide liquidity for those 2 coins in the form of putting them into a pool and then putting them into a farm, they give you coin back as an incentive. So they pay out like crazy high APYs. Like I think the one I'm in right now is like 800% APY for just like leaving your coins in there. And obviously if your coins lose all their value, you lose all your money, or the coin they're paying you out in loses all its value, you lose all your money. But in general, it's slightly, it's less risky, especially if you're just planning on holding on to something anyway. Like, if there was a Doge Sheeb farm, that would be perfect for you, because you've been holding Doge for like 2 fucking years and you're not getting rid of it anytime soon.
No, I have no reason to get rid of it.
So
I
all
literally
you do
don't.
is you just park it in there, and now you actually make money off of it.
The Shiba, what a fucking... I listened to Mike, I should have pulled out sooner. Shiba.
I know a guy, I'm not going to say his name because he definitely doesn't want people knowing, but at one point he had made $100,000 on Shiba. and he didn't pull out.
Oh, that's the worst. That's
he had
the
over
worst.
$100,000 worth, and I think now it's down to like $12,000 worth.
Bro, it's at .0000, like so 4 zeros and 22.
Yeah.
It's gone down from like the 86 high to now 22, very low, and it's been like that I guess for a couple days now. I just looked right now. I was like, wow, only $100 in Shiba coin. I still have a profit. I only put half a Litecoin in because Litecoin just wasn't doing anything for me, so I took half of it out and put it into that, which gave me 5 million Shiba coin, which is great. You know, maybe one day I'll be a millionaire.
Listen, and everybody who shits on crypto, the US dollar is fucking falling apart very quickly. Like, you're gonna want to maybe look into this shit, because this is probably going to replace the currency that we're currently using.
I mean, it's like with like right now with all the inflation shit, and then
I think literally something crazy like 80% of the current circulating money was printed in the last 2 years.
Yeah, because they had to fucking what? Give
That's
a fucking
wild.
adrenaline shot to the fucking market.
It's
because
insane.
everybody was scared of the market crashing, which
If I told you
everybody is all the time.
If I told you about a cryptocurrency and I'm like, yeah, so like 80% of the current circulation was printed in the last 2 years. It's, you know, depreciated in value and blah 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 and all this, you'd be like, this is a piece of shit coin. That's the US dollar. That's the currency that our entire economy is based on.
Yeah.
It's backed by threats of violence. That's the only thing we got backing it anymore.
Look, I'm very much on the edge of like, or on the line of like, I like crypto because I see and have been a part of very good and healthy aspects of it. Like, as much as Dogecoin was a fucking joke, it was a healthy joke because everybody that was involved, for the most part, wasn't trying to scam people. They just were trying to make money. And a lot of people that made a lot of money put it back into not only their own or communities around where they live, they help family members and shit, which I think is extremely awesome that you're able to do that with a fucking Dogecoin.
With fucking
That's stupid as hell.
Weird bits and bytes and shit.
But then you've got the dark side of like NFTs and crypto, where like even Ice Poseidon is scamming people of $300,000. And he even admitted that, yeah, I can pay that money back, but I don't want to.
There's a lot of scams going around.
So it's tough. So like, as much as I want to be like, yo, people should get into NFTs and crypto, because like you're saying, like it is for those that don't like it, it is the unfortunate future that we're headed towards, especially with the metaverse shit. As much as we don't like it, companies will force it down our throats, and we're going to eventually like it. Just like you were saying, like with radio to television, like it is just going to be shoved down our throats. We're going to eventually enjoy it.
You're going to suck it long and hard.
Yeah, they're going to take you, they're going to bend you down without your permission.
Insert cryptocurrency into your asshole.
Into your wallet. Oh.
They're gonna put it into your wallet. Oh, your MetaMask wallet.
They're gonna fucking make you do a Coinbase wallet, and you're gonna have to carry around a Coinbase card. And like my uncle does that. He has a Coinbase debit card, and he just pays for a lot of shit with that.
Who lets him buy shit with coins?
It just acts like money. Like, it doesn't act like he's using, like, for example, he uses he puts Ethereum, and he has like $1,000 in Ethereum. When he swipes the card, for like a gas station or like a grocery store, it acts like that $1,000 is cash.
So it automatically converts it into US
USD.
dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And then he also gets interest on using it. So if he's using, say he has $1,000 in Shiba coin, and he uses his debit card, he can then get a percentage on any specific coin that he wants.
Oh.
And they all have different percentages, so he can get like 2% Ethereum cash back, or Ethereum back, like a credit card would.
That's pretty dope.
So, yeah, it's the future, but it's also like, will we even be alive long enough to see this future? Like,
It's
bro, I
currently
saw
the
that.
Wild West, but the Wild
Yeah.
West turned into actual developed countryside. So fucking
The
calm
Midwest
down.
developed.
No.
Yeah.
Crypto's not the right way.
Not the right, not the real West, like California. Like that's pretty nice.
I've got a buddy up at school who like really genuinely hates crypto, and like I try not to talk with him too much about it because I'm like, well, it's kind of an interesting concept, like technologically speaking. He's like, no, it's fucking stupid, and they're like destroying the environment. And I'm like, well, so is industrial
The thing is, though, like
stuff in
he's
China,
not,
but you're not
he's
mad
like-
about that.
He's not wrong, but at
Oh
the
no,
same
he's absolutely
time,
right.
it's like, bro, it's inevitable, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, it sucks. Like,
And,
it's just
like,
the truth.
You can't be mad at that and then not also mad at like the
Walking
industrial
around with your
waste and shit.
child labor slaved iPhone.
Yeah. With your lithium ion battery powered cars that is done with fucking mining equipment and
Made
uses
by a guy that I fucking hate to death. I fucking hate Elon Musk now. I used to be an Elon Musk stan. Y'all know it in this podcast.
and then he
I
lost
gushed
you a
about
lot
him.
of money.
Lost me a lot of money, and I hate him for the rest of my
I
life.
got the Elon Musk haircut now.
You do. You
actually.
got it going. You got it going. Next thing, you're gonna start dating Grimes.
Hey yo.
And it also doesn't help that I've been watching Hassan Piker a lot. He is a leftist, a socialist Marxist leftist.
Oh, don't listen to that guy. He sounds fucking stupid.
No,
He sounds like
to
a
be
moron.
to be completely honest with you, on some things that he does talk about like that stuff. For the most part, he talks about just like shit that you should know. Like there's that video that came from the Fresh and Fit, those Fresh and Fit guys that were talking to Brittany Renner or something like that, who was dating like an NBA basketball player, and the NBA basketball, or they got married or something like that, had a kid, and he cheated on her. And the guys were like, "Yo, rich men just do be cheating. You got to expect that."
That's true. That is every
Shut
rich
up.
man's dream. He's like, I want enough money that I can cheat on my fucking wife.
But girls can't cheat. That is unforgivable.
No,
I was like,
absolutely not.
I was like, what the fuck? And even the guy, Hassan, was like, yeah, it's not, that's not cool at all. Fuck that. That's so stupid. He's got like with Joe Rogan shit too, with the whole fake vaccine shit, like false vaccine information. Sometimes like I'll listen to him when he talks about that, or like he's owning like Ben Shapiro and all that shit, or like Jordan Peterson. I fucking hate those guys so much. Especially Jordan Peterson. He's got the funniest fucking voice.
He does have
I
kind
hate
of a
it.
whiny voice to him.
He's such a weird voice, man. Like, I don't know. Did you know that the chicken crossed the street, so racism is a reason is okay?
It is really funny to like, cause I'll occasionally like see a clip of him talking, and it is funny to hear him talking about like masculinity. But he sounds like that. He's like,
He sounds
you
like the
have these-
biggest beta cuck in the
you have
world.
These men, and they're doing impossible things, and these men, they're working incredibly hard to do these things, and they do them, and we have to respect that they do them, and I can't I don't know if you could do them. I couldn't do them. And
Yo, like that is like very good. That is very close to what he sounds like, and it's just like it's so especially like that fact like he has this really weird like sit down like interview with Ben Shapiro where they're like at a cafe and they're talking to each other about like masculinity and all this, and like it's two of the biggest beta
two
cucks.
really beta dudes just talking about masculinity.
Like it's like
oh
and
fuck,
then
is that what this podcast is? Fuck,
dude,
God damn it.
we're alpha chads, bro.
No.
What are we talking about? Look at my sweater, dude. Look at my
sweater.
Look at his Elon Musk haircut.
Look at
bro.
my
Like,
Elon
come
Musk.
on.
I'm in the closet. What's more masculine than that? I'm in the closet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Man. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
God damn.
But at the very end of the interview, the reason they had to end it was because the waiter walked over to them and said, "Hey guys, could you like just wrap it up? You're like you guys talked about some weird shit and we don't like it in here." and they had to wrap it up because they obviously asked to do it because they got camera crew and shit. But then they realized what they were gonna talk about, and the
hold on.
staff
Right.
was like,
that's on the fucking staff though. That's like, what did you think they were gonna be talking about? You're gonna have Ben Shapiro and fucking
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson come in and do an interview with each other, and you think like, yeah, they're probably gonna be talking about, you know, really PC stuff and stuff.
Women's
you know,
rights
about women's,
and
they're definitely
vaccines are good.
They're definitely going to be pushing super liberal left ideas. No, they're going to be talking about, you know, fucking right-wing ideology.
Women should be at home. Men are inherently superior. Like, weird shit like that. Like, they don't outright say that, but they pretty much imply it. And it's just like, shut the fuck up, Ben Shapiro. You literally told all of us online that you can't make your wife wet. Like, please. Stop talking. Jordan Peterson, you've admitted that you have a masochism fetish.
Hey, yo.
It's like, no shame in that. No shame in your king, bro. I have the exact same one, bro.
Now you're king shaming.
I have the same one. You know what?
You're
You're
right.
right.
Shame
You're
until
right.
the
You're
person
right.
say, dude, who has the kink doesn't have the same views. All right, I see the game you play, Peter. All right, I see how it is. Yeah, no.
No, you
No,
can't
it's
just
fine.
go around
It's
saying
cool.
women should be put in their place, but then at the same time allow your woman to shame you. You can't. You just can't. It contradicts each other.
I don't know.
Does it not? Does it not?
Listen, I didn't see the clip of him saying that women should be in the kitchen.
No.
He talks a lot about
obviously.
masculinity, though. That is
Yeah,
the
he
thing.
does. He very much is like men just have a more inherent like the stereotypical things you'd hear like maybe from like your uncles or something, like men are supposed to be strong, the protectors, the white knight in shining armor or whatever the fuck, because they also have to be white. That's the other thing. If they're literally any other color, Ben Shapiro, he doesn't see color, so but but yeah.
See, but like the reason they're popular is because everybody else just kind of shits on men. So like
yeah.
So the reason they're
Yeah.
popular is because they're it's the same reason why Trump was so popular. He's appealing to all the people that, you know, the mainstream tends to be like, ah, fuck those people, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna go hang out with these guys then because they're saying nice things about us, and they're like, you can't hang out with them, they're bad people.
I don't want to
you're
hang out
also
with
bad
you. Yeah.
people, but it's like,
Oh
well,
my
I don't wanna
God,
hang out with
dude,
you. You've been calling me a
it
piece of
was-
shit for the last 100 years.
It was the worst thing. Like, the what is it called? The quote unquote insurrection, the riots at the Capitol building. When
Are you talking
a
about
bunch of
the 2021
January?
thing?
Yeah. January 6th. What Kamala Harris equated to Pearl Harbor and 9/11.
A bunch of fat white dudes
Bunch of
wandering
fat,
around inside the
drunk
Capitol
white
building,
people.
looking
Yeah.
for something to do.
I recommend, if you haven't already, I recommend you watch Channel 5 on YouTube. They're a YouTube channel. They do news. They do a lot of like journalism stuff. They're actually really good. I recommend you watch their QAnon shaman interview. This dude, the guy who wore like the Viking helmet, shirtless and all that shit.
Oh, they got an interview with that guy?
They got an interview with him while he's in jail.
Oh my god.
You need to listen to it because holy shit. Like, you know how we've talked about it before. You watched the Alex Jones podcast with Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
That 4-hour trip.
It's so
that
it's
we
so
all
long.
go on.
Every word is crazier than the last. It's like,
It's
they had
like-
the fucking shadow government. They had the monkey people, and like 10 different times, Joe Rogan has to be like, Alex, people don't know what you're talking about. You have to explain these things
Yeah,
that you
you
bring
have
up.
to go
And then in
detail.
explaining, he brings up 10 more things that you've never heard of, and he's like, Alex, please, you can't just keep bringing up more
How
wild
are
shit
you a
while
host of
explaining
an
the other shit.
How are you a host of an information web
He,
show?
he just
What
like
the fuck?
information dumps, and you're like, what? Huh?
But the QAnon shaman, he starts off really chill, and then it goes to a whole new level, a whole new fucking level. But yeah, they were so like you know, we're saying like the left, you know, hate the right, and like they say shit like this. They're equating January 6th to 9/11.
Like, yeah, basically. They're like, oh my god, it's a national tragedy. It's insane. It's
Who gives a shit if a bunch
of fatties walked around and like kind of just poked
walked around these sacred fucking halls? Dude, I don't give a shit about these halls. I will stick my dick in these halls, okay?
Most of them didn't even know what was happening. Like a lot of them, like you watch videos and it's just like old people just being like, oh, this is cool. They let us in here.
That's the other thing. They just let them in,
like
bro.
80% of them don't even realize that they weren't supposed to be in there, because normally like you can go in where they were going in, but like that day you're not supposed to.
Yeah, because they
like-
were finalizing the election.
But like people had like taken down barriers that would have stopped them from going in there, and then everybody got corralled in, and oh, I guess we're in here now, and now they're in fucking jail for life.
It's so funny, bro.
Somebody's aunt is in jail for
so
life because she took a selfie in front of the fucking
Which
POTUS
was like the
desk.
dumbest thing, bro. Like, sure, liberals are really stupid for being like Lin-Manuel Miranda and the cast of Hamilton are now going to sing "The History Has Its Eyes on You" while we mourn January 6th. Shut the fuck up. That shit's so cringe.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, if your parent is a liberal and they like that shit, you need to fucking put a parental lock on their garbage, dude. They need to stop watching MSNBC, dude. They really do. They really do. But also, like, conservatives are dumb as hell, too. Why are you... There's this one dude, I will never forget this clip. This one dude just narrating things happening in the third person. He's like, yo, Gary Gonzalez here at the fucking...
At the riot.
at the insurrection right now. By the way, my home address, Gary Gonzalez's home address is anti-social security.
How did they find me?
Yeah.
How
it's
did they know?
So stupid. So dumb.
Oh my god.
That's like it's like the same thing with like kids doing the fucking like devious like shit. Like, y'all know you're actually incriminating yourselves, right? By recording this, right? You know that sure you're gonna get your 10 minutes of fame, but you're
But
gonna
you're
be
going
getting
to jail.
you're gonna be getting 10 years plus in jail. Like, are you stupid or are you? It's just,
Oh, have you
bro. Real quick,
Have you
sorry
seen-
by the way for the politics talk. I think it's just funny. You
Listen,
know, I haven't talked shit with
we're all
me in a
joshing
while.
here. We're just making fun of stuff.
Like, bro, both sides deserve to be clowned on. Like,
Everybody's
for real.
stupid, and the world is
Like,
on fire, and we're doing nothing about it. Everything's falling apart, and we're
bro,
like,
you ever
put on the mask.
Yeah,
You're not wearing a mask outside. And
ever
meanwhile, our
see
fucking
the-
economy is in shambles, and
You
they're
ever
like,
see-
our rights are being trampled.
Dude,
It's
the
fucking-
Canadian hogs are so funny, bro.
Oh, that's
They're
what I was
like-
gonna talk about, the fucking the trucker thing.
Yeah, dude, that shit was so funny, bro.
Oh my
I'm like, Canadians give a shit? I thought they would have been chill about this. I thought they were like, oh yeah, let's get out of this, eh? Let's
Oh
just
no,
try
the
to do our
Canadians are
best."
fucking pissed.
No, yeah, they're really
They're
tight.
pissed because like Canada's been like cracking down with the COVID shit, and the truckers were like, I live in a fucking a truck. I work by myself, and you're gonna make me get a vaccine or I'm fired. How about we all fucking quit and then the country goes to shit? And Trudeau's
That's
like,
the other thing,
"Oh."
man. It's tough, bro. It's tough, bro. It's like, yes, they should be getting vaccines, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you need them. Like, you need them.
bro, do not piss those dudes off. They're literally holding up the entire infrastructure of your economy.
Like, bro, we couldn't get chicken nuggies. We still can't get chicken nuggies because they're all stuck on freighters that are just
If
sitting
they don't
in
wanna
a
do
port.
Leave them alone. Don't piss off the truckers. Don't piss off the farmers. They don't want to do your shit. Just let them do their own thing.
It's tough. It's a tough balancing act because you're trying to make sure everybody gets vaccinated so we can get out of this fucking bullshit. But at the same time, those people just don't want to do it. And if they don't want to do it, they will gladly leave because unfortunately right now, you could find another job. You can easily find another job right now that'll take you in for nothing. That'll take you in and do what you want. Like,
You know what's crazy is like both my parents got COVID over the winter break.
oh, same.
Yeah.
Same.
And like I love my parents. Neither of them are particularly like peak physical specimens,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're both, late 50s and slightly overweight.
Mm-hmm.
They're both fine. They're my dad got over it in like 2 days. My mom, like, she was slightly worse, but it was like 2 weeks. And like I was literally living with them the whole time. I did not get COVID. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know how this shit works. I might be immune. I'm starting to believe it's not real. There, bam. Season 2 just got canceled, everybody. Just
Yo,
like that.
Randy
One
doesn't. Randy
fucking-
thinks you should be taking horse tranquilizers to
Hey,
become
yo.
naturally immune.
No, I think. Well, yes, you should be taking horse tranquilizers because that's ketamine.
Dude, no, I had the same thing. It was the week of Christmas. My sister and my brother got sick, and then the week after, the week of New Year's Eve, me and my mom got sick, but my dad didn't get sick.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, we don't know if we got COVID or not because we couldn't get fucking tested. We went to this to one of the middle schools in town, and that's where they were having COVID testing. We got there 10 minutes before it started. Line wasn't long at all. Line wasn't long.
Right.
10 minutes before it started, we see a police car shepherding cars back towards Main Street. 'Cause it's over by Rogers Park.
Right.
And I drive up to the police officer. I'm like, what are you guys doing? There's still 10 minutes. Where's everyone going? They're like, we're already out of masks or out of tests.
You didn't start yet.
People
They
just
just-
came early and they let
brought
them
the
in.
one. They only brought the one.
They only brought the one.
Like,
Westcon had a you know if you're getting off the exit towards the mall, exit 4. It's the exit before the exit for the mall. It's on the
Yeah.
the right, like you get that's where like West Side
The West Side
Stop and Shop. Yeah. West Side campus is having testing. Line on the fucking highway.
Really? It was all the
Line
way.
on the fucking highway. I said it's not worth it. I'll just
Holy
fucking
shit.
I'll just fucking accept this fucking. If I have it, I have it. If I don't, then I just got a flu or the flu.
Right.
Like I don't
How
know.
was it? Like mild symptoms? Fucking-
It was the flu. It was the
was-
flu. The only day it was bad was the
Hey
second
Peter,
day.
you can't
That's
say
when-
that. That's hate speech. That's,
That's hate
what you just
speech,
said.
bro.
That's xenophobic. You
It
can't
was
say that. You can't call it the flu.
Yo, I gotta treat COVID with respect. Yo,
it is a deadly
virus. It really is. It
it's
really
the
is.
world's
Bro.
deadliest virus.
My grandpa had to go to the hospital because he got it. Like,
Yeah,
full
how
stop,
old's your
full
grandpa?
stop. Still, that's not
You're-
good.
Yeah,
That's
grandpas
not
go to the
good. I don't
hospital
want
when
my
they get
grandpa to
sick.
die.
That fucking happens.
I don't
What
want
do
my
you
grandpa to
fucking?
die with COVID. My grandpa's gotten sick with other shit, but COVID hit him for some reason.
My
Almost
grandma,
gave him a
she
heart
gets
attack.
pneumonia. She goes to the hospital. That's what happens when old people get sick. That's the thing.
But nah, it was bad the second day. I couldn't walk.
Did you
Like, straight
lose
up.
like taste at all or anything?
No. So if anything, if I did get COVID, it was definitely the Omicron variant, because like
Omicron.
that's very close to flu-like symptoms compared to the other two. Didn't lose any taste, but the second day I lost all feeling in my legs.
Well, that's not good.
I couldn't get out of bed.
That's probably pretty bad.
For most of the day. But then after sleeping it off, like I literally I sweat it all out. Because the next day the worst I had it was just like a little bad cough and like a runny nose.
So it's a 3-day cold.
It really is, like, especially thankfully I got my vaccines. I still have yet to get the booster because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
I had to get the booster for school, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
They kick your ass.
Maybe like I didn't feel like sick, but I did get like a bunch of like muscle pains, and like I hadn't really been doing anything that would have caused that.
That's probably the COVID in the vaccine.
Like I just had weird sharp muscle pains, and I was like, this is weird. I don't like this. And then it's pretty much gone away afterwards. But yeah, for like a couple days, I was like, this is not great. Not a huge fan of this. Which is weird because like I didn't have anything with the first stuff, but the booster boosted my ass on the floor.
Yeah, no, but it's been a trip, man. These last couple of months, not seeing you, it's been crazy. But with that, guys, real quick, I want to just say, like, for this last part, you know, we got very quote unquote political. We were making fun of both sides and also saying our own shit. Please, for the love of God, do your own
Shut the fuck
research.
up. We don't.
And
we
also
don't
shut the
care.
fuck up,
Shut the
yeah.
fuck up. Don't. We don't care. That's you can whatever you believe. That's awesome. Cool. Anyways.
No, actually, that's better than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
Exactly.
some basic bullshit like do
Basically,
your own
like,
research.
guys, we
At the end of the
respect
day-
all opinions here.
At the end of the day, we don't care.
We're
don't
just
care.
expressing. No, actually, just shut the. We don't care. Thank you for listening,
Bro.
but we don't give a fuck.
We don't give
You
a
know?
fuck. Unless you say like we did a good job in the podcast, you guys were really
Yeah, that's
funny.
great.
Or you guys have like that really mean, or not that mean comment, that critique comment about the trash lady.
We'll make you hater of the week. What was it? Fuck this guy of the week.
Yeah, fuck this guy of the week, bro. That's so
We'll make
funny.
you fuck this guy of the week, but you could be the first fuck this guy of the week of season 2, baby. That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, you could be like, wow, Peter, I can't believe you like NFTs.
It's like, Pete,
It's like, you guys are surprised I've been loving crypto
we've been
for
talking
like
about Doge
for
since
so
episode
long.
3.
like I like crypto. It's no shock that I also enjoy. I also like it, and not like, but interested in NFTs and seeing how they're gonna progress. But yeah, Randy, it's been a pleasure.
It's always an
It's
honor.
been wonderful, guys. Thank you for watching the first episode of season fucking 2, baby.
Season 2, baby. It only gets better from here.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll probably have more of a definitive idea what we're gonna do for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Being that Randy will be out of college, I will hopefully stop working at ShopRite, and maybe in a new place by the summertime. I don't know.
Also, so this is gonna be the first episode of season 2. We do have some backlogged episodes that just never got released. So those are also going to be part of season 2, but just like don't be freaked out. Be like, why is everything they're talking about older than the episode I just watched? They're older recordings, but they're new episodes.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
new to you, damn it.
Because once again, your boys not only lazy, but at the same time has been very busy these last few months with working at ShopRite, working for 9 hours there, and not having time to do that.
We've been sitting on these recordings for a couple months.
Yeah. So just bear with that. A lot of it's gonna be like I have long hair, probably.
I'm also gonna have longer hair.
But yeah, you'll
Elon
be
Musk.
seeing. Yeah, but we'll try to get more consistent content out once we figure what we want to do, how our scheduling's gonna be. Because like I said, I'm working 14-hour days. So we'll try to see what we do. But other than that, guys, once again, check out in our socials. There'll be a link in the description below. Check out all of our subsidiary channels, which is our partners, our sisters and our brother channels. You know, obviously, Sinister Sheep is our sister, and Black Hudson Production is our brother because we love Markeith and everything he does alongside that other guy, JJ, whatever his name is. Bro, he's gonna fucking hate me. He's like, you're the host of our Anime on the Rocks podcast, and you're just gonna shit on me? You son of a bitch. I'm like, JJ, who edits the podcast, though? Let's be real.
Goddamn.
I can make you look good or bad. Respect me. No, JJ, I'm just fucking with you.
Go check out Black Hudson. Go check out Sinister Sheep. With the We Didn't Ask for This podcast, and also Anime on the Rocks,
and their comedy skits,
their comedy skits, the Black Hudson's comedy skits, and maybe look out for something from Randy pretty soon. I've been working on a little something that's coming soon. If you like stand-up comedy, I'm planning on making a stand-up comedy review type channel where I'm going to be breaking down different comedians, their styles, their jokes, a little bit about them, all that good stuff. So once I have that set up, check it out.
We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Yeah,
that's coming soon.
And
a lot of cool stuff coming.
Yeah, and once again, check out my individual channel as well, Offline Studios, posting videos pretty much every month. One video a month. That's my goal for the year.
That's the standard YouTube algorithm. Is once a month.
That is not. That
Prime
is the
for
biggest.
growth.
Yeah, that is. I just gotta do shit, man. I gotta do shit that isn't fucking ShopRite every day. So yeah, gamers, gamer girls, e-boys and e-girls,
dirty boys and girls,
our dirt fam. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all. Excuse me, the beer is kicking back up.
Golly, this looks
Thank you all.
Degenerate.
I know I'm a degenerate.
Thank you all.
Alcoholic.
Thank you all for listening, and welcome to season motherfucking 2, baby.
Season motherfucking 2, baby.
Drop the
peace
beat.
out, motherfuckers.
Yeah, listen to that beat, Peter. You better put in a beat, or else it sounds stupid.
And then we cut it right there. We cut it right there.